Hey guys, it's Bronco Nation here, and today I'm going to be going over the Broncos Week 4 matchup against the Jets in New York. So, as I've done before, I will first go over the Jets offseason, and then I will move into my score predictions. If you missed any of my previous videos, go check those out. My Broncos offseason overview is in my week 1 video score prediction against the Titans. So, in free agency, the Jets signed Breshad Perriman, who is a deep threat wide receiver, but he's really not all that fantastic of a player. They replaced Robbie Anderson with him. And I'm pretty sure everybody on the planet would rather have Robbie Anderson than Breshad Perriman. So that's not a fantastic signing for them. They signed Greg Van Roten. He's an offensive guard, and he's an okay player. I think he will have an okay season for the Jets. But I don't think he's going to make that big of an impact for them this season. They signed Connor McGovern. He's a center, and he came from the Broncos. Last season with the Broncos, he did pretty well. I mean, our offensive line as a whole last year wasn't all that fantastic. So part of it was obviously Connor McGovern, as he was part of the offensive line. And normally I would say this was an okay signing for the Jets, but they gave him $27 million over 3 seasons, which I think they way overpaid for a guy who definitely is not worth $27 million. They signed George Fant from the Seahawks, and they also gave him way too much money for the production that he will bring to the table for them. They signed Frank Gore, who he's really old, especially for a running back, but his play hasn't really slowed down with his age. So this could possibly be the season that he starts to fall off, but I guess we'll find out. As of right now, knowing what I know, I think this is a pretty good signing for them. He'll join Le'Veon Bell, who was a big-time free agent signing for them last year that didn't pan out the way they wanted him to. So we'll have to see how Frank Gore and Le'Veon Bell do in the same backfield. And they also signed Joe Flacco from the Broncos to be a backup quarterback. Joe Flacco is awful. I'd pretty much have almost anybody on earth other than him at quarterback. So the Jets better hope that Sam Darnold doesn't get injured. They didn't really lose too many people, actually, in free agency, which is good for them. Not too many impact players. But they did lose Robbie Anderson to the Panthers. He was, in my opinion, their best offensive player last year. He's not the top wide receiver in the league, but for the Jets, that's a player that they can't really afford to lose like that, especially only replacing him with Breshad Perriman. I think that'll come back to bite them. And then here's a new category, will probably be gone. And here I have Jamal Adams. Even if they don't trade him, I do not think he will play for the Jets this season. If they don't get rid of him, he will probably sit out. So, sorry Jets fans, but I'm pretty sure Jamal Adams is done forever. Alright, on to my score prediction. I have Denver scoring 17 points and the Jets scoring 10. I don't think the Jets have enough firepower on offense or defense to keep up with the Broncos, but I don't think it'll be a blowout. For some reason, the Broncos always have trouble with the Jets, and this is a home game for the Jets. So I think this game will be a little bit closer than it seems like it would be on paper. So yeah, I have the Broncos winning 17-10 over the New York Jets. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you hate this video, leave it a thumbs down. And that's all I have for today. See ya.